Welcome, everyone, to another deep dive.
Hmm.
Today, we're plunging into something that feels, well, pretty present in most of our lives, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about the social media feed phenomenon. You know, that endless stream on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, whatever it's called now.
That personalized river of content just flowing at you.
Exactly. Have you ever found yourself just scrolling and scrolling? Like, you know you should stop, but you just kind of can't. That pull.
Oh yeah. It's become almost universal, hasn't it? What looks like just, connecting with people or getting news.
Right.
It actually has some really sophisticated stuff going on underneath. Sometimes the kind of unsettling mechanics. We looked at research, psych studies, even a new book that calls the feed a digital beast.
A digital beast, yeah. We're going to pull back the curtain on that today.
See how it really works.
So our mission today is really to unpack this beast. Like, what is it? Why do we keep, feeding it? What's the real impact? And maybe most importantly, can we tame it? Or even starve it?
Yes.
We're drawing on all those insights we gathered.
Okay, let's get into it.
So defining it first. One source we looked at literally calls it the Freddy Krueger of the digital age.
Wow. Okay. Strong imagery.
Right. It's not just posts. It's this never-ending stream. And it's designed really specifically to drain your attention span mostly.
Which is our most valuable resource these days, arguably.
Totally. It reminded me of that horror movie, Cabin in the Woods, where it all seems fun, like you have choices, but then you slowly figure out, oh, wait, I'm the sacrifice here. I'm the one getting consumed.
And what's really fascinating, I think, is how innocent it looks on the surface. Just scrolling through pictures, videos.
Yeah.
But underneath, it's actually profoundly manipulative. It's not just a platform. It's really an engineered experience.
Engineered how, exactly?
Well, at its core, the algorithm is just constantly collecting data. Every single thing you do, what you look at, how long you linger.
Likes, comments.
Yeah, exactly. Likes, comments, shares, even just pausing on something. It takes all that data and builds this really complex model to predict what's going to keep you scrolling, keep you engaged for the next second, the next minute.
And it's everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, always there, lurking, ready to pull you back in.
Ubiquitous.
So that leads to the big question, maybe the slightly uncomfortable one. Why do we keep feeding it? Why do we keep diving back in?
Yeah, why participate if we sense something's off?
Our research pointed to three main reasons, and they feel pretty relatable, I think.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, these aren't just like random features. They're very calculated design choices. They deliberately tap into basic human vulnerabilities.
How so?
It's the combination of these factors that makes it so sticky, so hard to look away from.
Okay, so the first one, they call it dopamine demons. The research actually says social media is basically cocaine for your thumb, which is blunt.
Very blunt, but it gets the point across. It's about that neurochemical hit.
Right? That little burst of dopamine. You get a new, a notification, some surprising video. It's like that impulse in horror movies, where someone always checks the basement noise.
Right. You know you shouldn't, but you have to look.
Exactly. Just one more scroll. It's the digital, I'll be right back. You say it, you kind of know it's a bad idea, but the urge is too strong.
And the crucial part neurologically, the insight here, isn't just that you get a dopamine hit, it's that it's unpredictable.
Ah, okay.
Our brains are absolutely wired to keep chasing uncertain rewards. It's way more addictive than knowing exactly what you'll get. That variability keeps us coming back. It's fundamental human behavior. And these platforms, they exploit it expertly.
That unpredictability. It leads right into the second hook, doesn't it? Slot machine sorcery.
Precisely.
Yeah.
The unpredictable rewards create basically the same addictive loop as gambling.
So you're pulling the lever every time you scroll down.
You're playing slots, but instead of cash, you're winning. Maybe a funny meme about being broke.
Huh. Yeah, or like pictures of your friend's amazing vacation that just makes you feel kind of crappy.
Exactly. You pull the lever, scroll down, and you truly never know what you'll get next. That randomness is incredibly compelling.
At least with a real slot machine, you might win enough for a coffee, right? Not just pictures of someone else's perfect coffee.
Good point. The rewards here are purely attentional, maybe emotional, rarely tangible.
Okay, and the third reason seems almost too simple. Everyone's doing it.
The social proof.
Yeah, the numbers are kind of staggering. One stat said 81% of teens use social media daily. That creates this huge, pressure to be there, to see what's happening, to not miss out.
And that social element, it just pours fuel on the fire of the other psychological hooks.
How do you mean?
When seemingly everyone you know is on there, that fear of missing out FOMO, it becomes a really powerful driver.
Right.
It makes it feel necessary, almost mandatory, to stay connected, even if the experience itself isn't always, positive or fulfilling.
Which brings us to the engine behind it all, the algorithm. Our sources called it the beast's engine.
The core mechanism.
Remember the movie The Ring? That cursed tape that somehow knew who to target next?
Mm-hmm. Creepy.
That's kind of like your algorithm, but instead of dying in 7 days, it's just slowly eating your time and attention. It learns you. It pushes stuff at you. So what is it actually doing? How does it learn?
Well, like I mentioned, it's that constant data collection. Every click, every pause, every interaction feeds the model.
Okay.
And it uses that to build this incredibly detailed, predictive profile of you. What makes you tick? What keeps you engaged? And this raises a really important question, I think, about our own agency, our free will in this digital space.
Yeah, one source had this chilling quote, "Algorithms don't just predict your behavior, they create it."
That's the crux of it. It's chillingly accurate. You might feel like you're choosing what to watch or like.
But you're kind of following a script.
To a large extent, yes. A script written by what one source dramatically called a digital elder god.
Wow. Like some unseen force dictating your reality.
It captures that feeling of something powerful and slightly unknowable shaping your experience, and we're seeing the evidence mount up.
Like that 2023 science study.
Exactly. It showed these algorithmic feeds don't just make you spend more time scrolling aimlessly.
Which they definitely do.
Right. But they also significantly increase your exposure to political content, often quite polarizing political content.
The study said it could make Thanksgiving dinner look civil.
It fuels that kind of division because, unfortunately, outrage and strong emotions generate engagement. That's what the algorithm prioritizes.
So it doesn't care if it's true or fair or balanced.
Not inherently. Its primary goal is keeping your eyeballs glued to the screen. Controversy, strong emotional reactions, those are highly engaging, so the algorithm learns to promote them.
That's kind of depressing.
It is. And the real insight is its neutrality about the quality or truth of the content. It just optimizes for engagement, which often means amplifying sensational, divisive stuff regardless of facts.
And that leads to filter bubbles, right? Echo chambers.
Precisely. By showing you more of what it thinks you already agree with, or what gets a strong reaction from people like you, it can inadvertently shield you from different perspectives. It can really skew your perception of reality.
So, okay, when we talk about feeding the beast, what are we actually giving it? Because every little interaction counts, right?
Absolutely. Every single action is a data point.
So when you hit like lunk,
Mm-hmm.
that's like another drop of blood for the algorithm vampire.
Oh, yeah, you could put it that way. It's telling the system, yes, more like this, please.
And comments. Like when you type OMG,
Oh,
so true.
You're essentially providing detailed feedback. You might not realize it, but you're saying, refine my personalized feed even more effectively. Make it even harder to leave.
Please customize my digital prison further.
It sounds dramatic, but there's truth to it.
And sharing. When you share that post.
Congratulations, you've just become the system's unpaid distribution network.
Oh, wow.
You're actively helping it spread. It's like those sci-fi movies where the alien parasite tricks people into spreading it, right?
Yeah.
But instead of aliens, it's, I don't know, dance challenges and political hot takes. You're doing the platform's work, expanding its reach for free.
Every single interaction refines that profile of you.
Exactly. It learns your preferences, your biases, your emotional triggers, and then it uses that knowledge to serve you more content designed to hit those buttons to maximize your time spent. It's this constant self-reinforcing loop, optimizing, always optimizing for your engagement.
Which brings us to the horror story part. The real impact on us. It's not just lost time, is it?
No, not at all. The consequences go much deeper, often in subtle ways. Our sources really detail the toll this takes.
Like anxiety and depression. The source had this really specific kind of gut-wrenching example.
What was it?
I posted a beach pic, but only got 12 likes. Might as well throw myself into the sea.
Oof. Yeah. That sounds extreme, but that feeling, that reliance on external digital validation, it can be incredibly damaging to self-worth, especially for younger people.
It feels like the real psychological horror story isn't on Netflix anymore.
It's right there, happening on your phone. These little daily interactions, the constant comparison game, chasing likes. It all adds up. It accumulates into significant negative effects on well-being, on how we see ourselves, how we see the world.
And sleep. Don't forget sleep disruption.
Oh, definitely. That's just one more scroll at 3 a.m.
It's the modern version of, I'll just check if that noise downstairs is a serial killer.
Right. You know you should be sleeping, but the feed is just whispering. One more video, one more update.
And it steals your rest,
Yeah,
which messes with everything. Mood, focus, everything.
absolutely. And then there's maybe the most pervasive impact, the distorted reality.
The highlight reels.
Exactly. Endless streams of filtered perfection, curated successes, perfect vacations. It leads to that thought, wow, everyone's life is amazing except mine.
But it's not real. Their lives aren't perfect either.
Of course not. But that constant exposure makes it hard to remember that. It erodes our ability to tell truth from performance. It can foster this deep sense of inadequacy.
Like you're disconnected from your own actual life.
Yes, exactly. A disconnect from lived experience because it's always being compared to these curated online versions. We forget that real life has messy bits, quiet bits, things that don't make for good content.
And speaking of weird disconnects, there's this thing called the website feed paradox.
Yeah, embedding social feeds on your own site.
It sounds like a good idea, right? Keep your content fresh.
Yeah.
But the source compares it to inviting Dracula into your house and then wondering why everyone's getting bitten,
Or like hosting a party.
and then giving everyone directions to a cooler party down the street.
Exactly. You build your own space online, and then you literally direct people away from it, back into the big platform's feeds.
And then right back into the beast's mouth.
It's paradoxical. You're using your own platform to bolster the engagement of the very systems you might be trying to compete with or gain independence from.
Okay, wow. This whole system sounds kind of overwhelming, almost unbeatable, like we're
Yeah.
just trapped.
It can definitely feel that way, like you're caught in this loop.
But can we tame the beast? Is there hope? Our sources do offer some. It's like surviving any challenging situation, really. You need a plan. You need boundaries.
And you need to prioritize what actually matters to you. Knowledge is the first step, but it's most valuable when you actually understand it and then apply it.
So recognizing how it works is step one.
Exactly. Understanding these mechanisms gives you power back. And the sources lay out some practical steps. They're surprisingly simple, really, but
Yeah.
maybe not always easy to do consistently.
Okay, like what?
First, just recognize the trap. Awareness, like realizing you're actually in the horror movie, not just watching it. Admitting, maybe this is affecting me more than I thought.
That self-awareness is key, isn't it? Understanding it's the design that's addictive, not just some personal failing.
Absolutely. That empowers you to act. Then, the big one, set time boundaries.
Put limits on it.
Yeah. Beast can't eat your time if you're not, constantly serving yourself up on the menu. Use your phone's tools, use apps, or honestly, just physically put the phone away sometimes.
Create friction, make it harder to just grab it.
Exactly. Charge it across the room at night. Delete the apps from your home screen so it takes an extra step. Little things.
Okay, what else?
Next, and this sounds almost too simple, but reconnect with the real world. Touch nature. Talk to your family face to face.
Remember real life. That thing between TikToks.
Yeah, yes. Try it sometime. Engage with actual humans, not just their curated digital selves. It's incredible grounding.
Good point. And the last one.
Diversify your sources of information. Critically important, don't let one single algorithm be your only window onto the world.
Because that's how echo chambers start.
That's exactly how they start. You end up in this bubble where your entire reality is shaped by one curated feed. So, seek out different perspectives, read actual articles, listen to different podcasts, like this one.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Makes sense.
These strategies, they're all about reclaiming your attention, reclaiming your autonomy, making conscious choices about what you consume and how you spend your time instead of just passively letting the algorithm decide for you.
And diversifying sources helps fight those biases too, right? Seeing different viewpoints.
Essential for a balanced understanding.
Because ultimately, and this was the big message that came through loud and clear from the sources, you feed it. It feeds on you.
That symbiotic relationship.
The monster isn't just the platform. It's the relationship we've built with it. We're not just the victims here.
No, we're participants. We're enabling it with every interaction.
We're also the writers, the directors, the special effects team in our own little horror show. Every tap, every scroll, every comment. It's a choice we're making.
And the system, the beast, It only gains power when we willingly give it that power. Understanding that is the key. That's how you start to take control back. Knowledge, when you really get it and apply it, lets you break those cycles.
So, in every horror movie, there's that moment. The character could escape,
Yeah.
but they hesitate, or they go back for something.
Right. The fatal mistake.
That's kind of us, isn't it?
Mm.
Every time we pick up the phone during a bathroom break, telling ourselves just for a sec,
It's a relatable moment of weakness, maybe.
look, the feeds aren't disappearing. That seems pretty clear. But you can choose. You can choose to be the final survivor, the one who outsmarts the monster.
Instead of the first victim who walks into the dark basement asking, "Hello, is anyone there?"
Right. It really is your choice. The beast only shows up because you keep feeding it. And I loved this line from one source. Zero regrets. Said no one ever after limiting their social media usage.
Huh. Probably true. It's hard to imagine genuinely regretting spending less time passively scrolling.
So the scariest part of this whole horror story.
What's that?
It's real.
Yeah.
And you're living in it right now. We hope this deep dive gave you, well, some food for thought, some insights, maybe some motivation to look at your own relationship with this digital beast.
Yeah, just taking that moment to reflect can be powerful.
Absolutely. Thanks, everyone, for joining us on the deep dive.